Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Sunday early evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 5 past 5 on the 29th of November 2020, and I thought I was going to be reviewing another Belgian blonde beer to continue on this weekend's theme of reviewing different imported beers from around the world. Obviously, on Friday we did Moosehead from Canada and Sagres from Portugal, and I thought I was going to be reviewing a Belgian blonde beer today to continue on that theme, but I picked up this little number, Astra Urtyp, and I thought by the looks of the bottle that it would be like one of those Belgian blonde ales, but I actually looked on the side of the bottle and it's actually from Hamburg, so this isn't Belgian, it's actually German. So, yeah, I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be like. It looks like a beer in the same way that the Belgians like their beer, but I'm really not sure. So I've got no idea what this is all about, this one. It's 2.89 from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove. It's 4.9% alcohol volume. So I think for beer this size and that strength, that's a pretty good price. And I do like the look of the label. I'll probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for that. It's like distinctive, it's got a clear design and you can tell what drink it is. But yeah, I was just a bit sort of confused as to when I looked on the bottle and I found out that I was actually mistaken. It's not Belgian, it's actually German. But anyway, we'll only know what this is like until we actually smell and taste it. So let's give ourselves a hopefully good first impression by giving this number a little sniff. So you know what? It's funny. It smells kind of like a cross between a Belgian lager like Cellar and a German Weissbier, like a southern wheat beer. So I don't know. It's a mixture of smells that is you probably wouldn't initially expect to mix together, but it smells nice. It smells just like a good standard German wheat beer. Perfectly pleasant, doesn't sting too much on the nostrils, so yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for the smell. It smells perfectly fine. Alright, so a quick palate cleanser of water before we get onto the tasting. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this number tastes like. So, bottoms up. Okay, so I might not have been too far off with my predictions about the smell, because it's kind of got that slight hazy sweetness that you kind of get with a lot of German Weiss beers and other German wheat-based beers. You know, it tastes a bit like a Cristal beer and a Weiss beer a little bit in there as well. It's got a mixture of like those different kinds of like haziness and sweet, like wheatiness that you get with a lot of German beers. But then the texture is much closer to something like a French or Belgian lager. So it feels like it has the texture of, say, a Kronenbourg or a Stella, but it tastes more like an Erdinger. It's really strange. I can't like really describe it in any other way, but it's an interesting mixture of flavours and textures that I initially thought might not mesh together all that well, but honestly, this is a pretty nice beer. Yeah, much like how I was surprised to find out that it's German, I'm pleasantly surprised to find out that it is actually pretty good. So, I thought it was going to be more of like a hazy blonde beer, but it just seems to be a lager that's got elements of being a blonde beer and a blonde ale mixed in within the aspects of it being a lager, and it's just generally a very competently brewed beer as well. It's probably best for having with a meal or relaxing at the end of a hard day's work, but generally it's a pretty flexible, most occasions suited beer that I think most alcohol drinkers would probably feel comfortable drinking, because it's quite palatable. I mean, it has got quite a sort of heavy finish, which I imagine could put some people off. But generally speaking, it's smoothly brewed. The texture is nice and smooth. The flavour's consistent and not too confused and all over the place. So it is a nice beer overall, and it's a nice drinking experience on top of that. I'm not absolutely blown away by it, because like I said, the finish is a little bit top heavy, but generally it's still really good. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, because while I can imagine that some people might not like it, I still think it's a damn good beer overall, and it is competently brewed at least. So yeah, and it is a nice drinking experience, and it'll probably go quite well with like a nice bit of bratwurst or maybe some potato salad or something like that. Just something like properly German, you know. But yeah, no, I'm very glad to have tried this. So yeah, Astra Urtyp gets the buy and the recommendation from me. So if anyone liked this video, please like, share and subscribe, but only if you want to. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description down below. And if you want to leave any suggestions about future episodes of Ted's Boo Cellar and what I should review for those, then leave your ideas and suggestions in the comments section down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Boo Cellar. Auf Wiedersehen.